Hi everyone, and welcome back to a welcome guide to visiting Korea. I'm Kayla. I'm so glad you're here with me today as we explore another must-see spot in Korea that's quickly winning the hearts of both locals and travelers. Whether you're planning your first visit or coming back for more, I'm here to help you discover the places that go beyond the typical tourist trail, and today's feature is a true hidden gem. Following the content I am presenting, we will now move on to the content presented by two traveler freelance reporters whose name are Katie and Jonathan based on their own reporting on the ground. Next up, we'll have a conversation with two travel journalists, Katie and Jonathan, about their first-hand experience in Seoul, South Korea. If you listen until the end, you'll get some great information you might not have expected. Subscriptions, likes, and notification settings are small acts of kindness that give strength and courage to the hosts of the podcast. Please do so. Part 2 will follow soon, with Katie and Jonathan sharing their findings from their field reporting. Stay tuned! Let's dive in. Welcome back to the show, travelers. Today, we're heading into the heart of one of South Korea's most breathtaking natural wonders, Seorak Mountain, also known as Seoraksan. If you're visiting Korea and love hiking, nature, or just want to escape the city for a while, this is a must-see destination. Located in Gangwon Province, Seoraksan is part of a national park known for its dramatic granite peaks, ancient temples, and vibrant seasonal beauty, especially in autumn. You'll find trails for every level, from gentle walks to full-day hikes that lead to panoramic views you'll never forget. It's also home to rare wildlife, serene forests, and peaceful hot springs. So grab your hiking boots, and let's explore why Seoraksan isn't just a mountain, it's an unforgettable experience for travelers who want to feel Korea's natural soul.
Okay, let's unpack this Seoraksan. For many, that name conjures images of majestic peaks and stunning vistas, perhaps a bucket list destination. But when it comes to actually hiking it, figuring out where to start can feel, well, a bit like deciphering an ancient map.
It absolutely can. What's truly remarkable about Seoraksan is its immense scale and incredible variety. It's so vast, in fact, that it's easy to get overwhelmed by the options, leading many just to stick to the most famous, often crowded paths.
And that's exactly why we're here. We've pored over our own experiences, talked to seasoned hikers, and, dug deep into incredible source material to distill Seoraksan down to 10 essential routes.
Right.
Think of this as your curated guide, maybe your shortcut to understanding the parts best, from the gentle strolls to the truly epic challenges.
It's about more than just mileage and elevation, really. We want to help you strategically navigate this diverse landscape efficiently and safely. Choosing the perfect adventure that truly resonates with what you're seeking, whether you're a seasoned mountaineer or simply looking for a beautiful family day out.
Okay, let's kick things off with what many consider the crown jewel, Gyeongyang Ridge or Gyeongyang Nongsan. Now, Nongsan literally translates to ridge, right?
That's right.
And this one is often called the Dinosaur Ridge because of its jagged up and down profile. This is an upper-level advanced course, like really pushing beyond high difficulty.
Oh, yeah. It's serious.
We're talking 19.7 kilometers with a staggering 1,545 meters of ascent and 1,670 meters of descent. Usually takes around 12 hours.
A full day, easily.
The route generally starts at Sogongwon, heads up to Madanongyang Samjori, traverses the entire Gyeongyang Ridge, descends via Cheonbuldeong Valley, and then circles back to Sogongwon.
For many hikers, this course isn't just a hike, it's almost a pilgrimage. What truly sets it apart is that reaching Shinsainde, that's a peak along the ridge that uncannily resembles a dinosaur's back.
Amazing.
It offers this unparalleled sense of accomplishment. And after the ridge, the descent through Cheonbuldeong Valley truly showcases Seoraksan's full character. You get rugged, rocky sections, immense, powerful waterfalls.
It sounds like an absolute dream trek, but here's the crucial caveat, right? Despite its length, there are absolutely no water supply points along the entire route.
None at all.
So hydration management isn't just important here, it's like critical for safety.
Absolutely. And the other vital point for preparation is the extremely tough ascent. to Madanyong, Samjori, right at the start.
Right at the beginning. Oof.
Yeah, many hikers find this initial segment the most draining, and it can significantly impact their pace and endurance for the rest of that 12-hour trek. It's a mental battle as much as a physical one.
I bet.
So this course is highly recommended for those with really strong stamina. It's known to be quite addictive, actually, drawing hikers back year after year.
Wow. Okay, so from an epic multi-day challenge, let's pivot to something far more accessible, but, equally rewarding. The Ulsanbawi Rock Course.
Ah, Ulsanbawi.
Classic. This one's a mid-low difficulty. It covers 7.7 kilometers with an ascent and descent of 599 meters, typically taking about 4 hours.
Much more manageable.
You start at Sogongwan, pass the famous Hundulbawi Rock, the shaking rock, before heading up to Ulsanbawi Rock, and then return to your starting point.
The true brilliance of Ulsanbawi, I think, lies in its view-to-effort ratio. It's fantastic value.
How so?
Well, you gain these Instagram-worthy panoramic views. You can see the Sokcho Sea, the distant Ganyang Ridge, even Daejeongbong Peak.
Really? From there?
Yeah. Views typically reserved for much longer, more strenuous treks. And you get it all within a half-day's gentle climb. It's kind of the ultimate Seoraksan shortcut for iconic visuals without, breaking too much of a sweat.
That's why it's such a fantastic option for families then. The paths are incredibly well maintained, almost no rough sections.
Very smooth.
You might even manage without heavy hiking boots, thanks to those well-structured stairs closer to the summit.
And a key practical advantage of this course is its year-round accessibility. It's open 365 days a year.
Oh, even during fire bans?
Even during fire ban periods, yeah. That makes it a consistently reliable choice. It's truly ideal for Seoraksan first-timers or families looking for a less strenuous yet incredibly rewarding mountain experience.
Okay, staying in the Sogongwan area, for those looking for an even gentler experience, let's talk about Tuangzong Falls.
Right?
Or Tuangzong Pakpo.
Right, another good one.
This is a low-difficulty course, only 5.6 kilometers total, with a 450-meter ascent and descent, taking roughly 3 hours.
Pretty quick.
The route starts at Sogongwan, ascends to Tuangzong Falls, and then you return. You also have the option to go only as far as Biryong Falls if you want an even shorter walk.
This course truly offers more of a refreshing stroll rather than a strenuous climb, Makes it incredibly accessible. And just like Ulsanbawi, it's open year-round, 365 days, meaning you don't have to worry about seasonal closures.
That's handy.
And you really don't strictly need hiking boots for this one either, which just speaks to its ease.
It's definitely incredibly family-friendly. I've personally done this one. And even when I was pregnant, it was completely manageable for beginners.
See? There you go.
And the view of Tuangzong falls from its distant observatory. It's still incredibly majestic because of its sheer size, even if you can't get right up close.
Yeah, it's huge. But while it's largely a gentle path, just be aware of the 400-meter section from Biryong Falls up to Tuangzong Falls.
There's a catch.
It transforms into a continuous uphill climb via stairs. So while it's easy overall, it's a good spot to pace yourself a bit.
Good tip. So highly recommended for families or anyone seeking a leisurely walk in Seoraksan.
Exactly.
Okay, next up, let's tackle the Osex course. This sounds like a step-up high-difficulty climb for those with their sights set firmly on the summit of Daejeongbong.
Yep, this is for summit seekers.
It's 9.5 kilometers with a 1,300-meter ascent and descent, typically a 6-hour trek. This route starts at the Namsorak Exploration Support Center, ascends to Daejeongbong, and then you return via the same path.
What truly makes this course famous and popular is that it's the shortest way to reach Daejeongbong.
The fast track.
Right, which makes it incredibly popular for sunrise hikes. But despite its steepness, this course is considered the most stable and well-maintained path to Daejeongbong, unlike many of the Neodilgil, those loose, rocky paths you find elsewhere in Seoraksan.
So it's steep but solid ground, mostly.
Pretty much. And that feeling of exhilaration as the sky just opens up maybe 500 meters before the summit, it's pure magic. Really?
It sounds efficient, and it is, but shortest often means steepest, right?
Bingo.
The key challenge here is that it's mentally and physically tough
Yeah.
because you don't get any expansive panoramic views until, right before the summit.
Yeah, it can feel a bit like a grind before that final payoff.
So the crucial consideration becomes, are you prepared for a hike that might feel a bit monotonous before that grand reveal?
Exactly. While there are now more shelters along the way, which helps, it still requires strong mental fortitude to push through.
Okay, So recommended for sunrise hikers, and those determined to reach Dashongbong efficiently.
That's the core audience, yeah.
Now, for what many consider the true pinnacle of Seoraksan's challenge, Gwitekishongbong.
Ooh, yes. The ear-ripping peak.
Right. This is another upper-level advanced course, truly beyond high. From my own experience, I actually found it even harder than Ganyong Ridge.
Really? Wow, okay.
Yeah. It's about 12 kilometers with a 165-meter ascent and a significant 1,200-meter descent, typically taking around 10 hours.
That descent sounds rough.
It is. Now, our experience was starting at Jangsu-dae, taking the Seobuk Ridge to Gwitekijongbong, and descending at Hangyeryong Samjori, but the general recommendation is actually to hike it the other way.
From Hangyeryong Samjori to Jangsu-dae.
Yeah, apparently for an easier, though still challenging descent.
Gotcha. Well, for hikers who've maybe conquered Ganyong Ridge and are looking for like a new frontier, this course offers a fresh, incredibly challenging, and uniquely rewarding experience.
A different kind of heart.
Exactly. The sense of accomplishment here is immense, precisely because of its distinct difficulties.
What truly sets this course apart, for me anyway, were the Neodealgidae, these incredible house-sized boulder fields.
Oh, the boulder fields are legendary.
It's a massive natural breakwaters just dropped in the middle of a mountain. It's a truly unique, almost otherworldly experience trying to navigate through them.
It's important to be acutely aware of the navigational challenges, though. It's surprisingly easy to get lost, what local hikers here call elba, meaning to stray off course.
Even with markers.
Even with the presence of human height markers,
Yeah.
yeah. This is a genuinely dangerous section, so we strongly recommend that only intermediate or above hikers attempt this, and preferably always in a group.
Definitely not solo.
Definitely not. This deep dive is for experienced Seoraksan hikers seeking a new, intense challenge and maybe a taste of Seoraksan's spicy side.
Okay, let's move to another high difficulty option.
Yeah,
The Hangyeryong Seobuk Ridge course.
right. Another route involving Daeshangbong.
This one spans 12.3 kilometers with a 1,340-meter ascent and a 1,700-meter descent, taking approximately 8 hours. The route starts at Hangyeryong rest stop, goes to Kucheon, then Daecheongbong, and finally descends to the Namsarak Exploration Support Center. So it ends where the OSEC course starts.
Exactly. And for those who perhaps found the OSEC course a bit too, well, direct or monotonous on the way up,
Yeah.
this is a fantastic alternative for reaching Daecheongbong. What makes it so engaging is the incredible panorama you get at Kucheon.
Kucheon, the end peak.
Yeah, but you get these amazing views, and you have the added joy of knowing Daecheongbong is still ahead, promising even more breathtaking vistas. It just makes the overall hike more visually rewarding, I think, than a direct, single-focus ascent like OSEC.
That sounds like a much more diverse experience on the way up to the summit. But potential hikers should be aware this is not an easy course either.
Still high difficulty for sure.
The ascent from Hangyeryong rest stop to Hangyeryong Samjori is quite steep, and there's a 1.5-kilometer Pyeojukbawi, a pointed rock section.
Yes, the pointy rocks.
That can be quite stressful on your feet and knees.
Definitely need good boots and maybe poles for that.
So this course is recommended for those who have already visited Daecheongbong or plan to and desire a more scenic and diverse route to the summit.
Good summary?
All right, shifting gears completely now, let's talk about the Sibisayanitan course. 12 nips bathing pool, is that right?
That's the one, yeah. Sounds lovely, doesn't it?
It does. This is a low-difficulty route, 8.2 kilometers, with a 730-meter ascent and descent taking roughly 5 hours. It starts at the Namyori Park Ranger Post, goes to Buksungatang Waterfall, and then returns.
This course truly embodies the flower of summer hiking in Seoraksan. The ascent is gentle, there are virtually no dangerous sections. It's just perfect for families looking to enjoy the mountain streams.
Streams you can interact with.
Yes. What truly sets it apart is the unique Buksungatang waterfall, famously shaped like a peach with water flowing through a natural hole. It's really cool. Plus, on a hot day, you can actually dip your feet in the streams along the way, which is incredibly refreshing and makes for a truly enjoyable, low-burden deep dive.
That sounds incredibly refreshing, especially for a summer day. It makes the journey part of the destination in a really delightful way.
Absolutely. This course is highly recommended for families and anyone looking for a cool, relaxing summer hike.
Okay, let's delve into the Amja course, also known as the Hermitage course. Now, we've actually reevaluated this one. We initially thought mid-high, but maybe it's more high difficulty.
Yeah, I think high is fair, primarily due to its sheer length. It's a significant trek.
It's 20.6 kilometers, with an ascent and descent of approximately 1,000 meters each, taking around 8 to 10 hours.
It's a long day out.
The route typically starts at Baekdamsa Temple, visits Yeongseam, Bongjeongam, and Oseam hermitages. These are serene mountain temples before returning to Baekdamsa Temple.
This course offers an incredible diversity of views. It's not just about the peaks. Each hermitage has a unique feel, offering moments of spiritual quietude amidst the natural splendor.
Nice contrast.
And from Bongjeongam's Seritap, that's a revered stone pagoda, you get the closest possible view of Yeongajengsong, that dramatic, dragon-like ridge.
Wow, up close.
Really close. And also a clear view of Gangneung Ridge. This course is particularly stunning during autumn foliage, especially in the Gugakdam Valley, which is known for its 9 beautiful turns. It creates a rich, immersive experience.
The combination of spiritual sights and natural beauty sounds truly captivating, but potential hikers should know this is a demanding, lengthy, deep dive.
Definitely demanding.
The path to Avagayam, for instance, is incredibly tough, even for experienced hikers, with about 5 strenuous ups and downs. It's a real test of endurance.
It certainly is. So the crucial question becomes, do you truly have the endurance for such a demanding, lengthy deep dive? While immensely rewarding, it requires significant stamina and careful energy management.
Okay. So recommended for those with good stamina who appreciate diverse views, including unique perspectives of Yeongajengsong and Gangneung Ridge, especially beautiful during autumn foliage. Next, we have the Hulumgal course. This sounds easier, again, low difficulty option.
Yeah, back to something more relaxed.
About 5 kilometers, with a 448-meter ascent and 755-meter descent, taking around 3 to 4 hours. It starts at the Hulumgal Exploration Support Center, ascends to the Ongseondae Summit, descends to Yeongso Samjori, and ends at Jujusyeongal Valley.
This course is a fantastic entry point for anyone wanting to get a feel for the scenic beauty of Seoraksan without a really strenuous climb. From Doingseondae Summit, you can gaze upon the Seobuk Ridge and those characteristic jagged rocky peaks.
So you get a taste of the big views.
Exactly. It gives you a wonderful overview of Seoraksan's unique geological features. And you also see beautiful waterfalls like Yosemokpo and charming valleys along the way.
That sounds like a perfect introduction to the park's iconic landscapes.
It truly is. However, a vital point for preparation here. This specific course requires an online reservation for entry.
Booking needed. Good to know.
Yeah, make sure to book ahead of time to avoid any disappointment. It's perfect for anyone seeking a relaxed hike to experience the typical scenic beauty of Seoraksan.
Okay, finally, number 10. Let's talk about the Shinseondae course. This has become incredibly hot recently, hasn't it?
Super popular, yeah. Mostly for the photos.
Right. Primarily for capturing those coveted life photos, those amazing Instagram-worthy shots. It's a low-difficulty course, just 3.4 kilometers, with a 290-meter ascent and descent, taking about 3 hours.
Very short, very easy.
It starts at Hwasun Rest Stop, ascends to Shinseondae, and returns to the start.
The appeal here is just undeniable. After only about a 300-meter climb, the massive Ulsanbawi rock formation is right there, right before your eyes.
Bam. Instant view.
Exactly. It offers an unforgettable sense of awe and presence. You get Ulsanbawi rock as your magnificent backdrop, making it incredibly cost-effective for stunning views and photos without exerting too much effort.
It sounds like an instant classic for scenic photos.
Okay.
But there are a couple of practical points to keep in mind, right? While not strictly part of Seoraksan National Park, it's a must-do for many. However, it does close during fire ban periods, so you need to plan accordingly.
Right, check the status before you go.
Also be extremely careful. The inner path near the viewpoint can be dangerous. It's right by a cliff, so, safety first when you're lining up those incredible shots.
Please be careful, yeah. The photo isn't worth a fall.
Absolutely. So this course is highly recommended for those wanting to capture stunning life photos with iconic mountain backdrops without exerting too much effort.
Perfect summary.
Wow. Okay. That's 10 distinct deep dives into Seoraksan, each with its own charm, its own challenge.
Yeah, quite a range. So with so many compelling options, the crucial consideration becomes, how do you even begin to pick a favorite, or more importantly, decide which one is right for you?
That's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
For me, thinking about it, if you haven't been to Seoraksan and want an absolutely stellar first experience, I'd probably suggest the Ulsanbawi rock course.
Good.
I just had such a good time there. The views of the Sakcho Sea, Daeshingbong, Gangneung Ridge, they were unexpectedly incredible, especially with the perfect weather we had that day.
Weather makes a huge difference.
It really does. And it truly feels like the closest you can get to the sea from Seoraksan, visually speaking. And those deck stairs near the top just offer such stunning scenery. It's very rewarding.
That's a solid pick for accessibility and impact for me.
Hmm.
If I wanted to recommend a truly comprehensive Seoraksan experience, one that weaves together many of the park's highlights,
Okay, what's the ultimate combo?
I'd suggest an extended route. Start at the Nam-Storak Exploration Support Center, hike up for sunrise at Daeseongbong. Seeing the East Sea sunrise from there is just breathtaking. You have to experience it.
Classic sunrise hike start.
Right. Then, after that incredible moment, maybe have a meal at Yeongseong Shelter. From there, it's a descent through Soshong, which is actually perfect for a quick coffee stop.
Coffee break mid-hike, nice.
Then head to Bangjeong's Seritap for those closest views of Yeongajangsong and Gangyang Ridge we talked about.
Get those epic ridge views.
Exactly. Finally, follow the stunning Gugokdam Valley, remember? The one with 9 turns, especially beautiful in autumn, all the way down to Baekdam's a temple.
Wow, that covers a lot of ground.
It does. This route lets you see almost every major vista of Seoraksan, practically. And it's actually a great alternative if Gangyang Ridge itself is too crowded or seems too daunting.
That sounds like an amazing, though long day.
It's a proper Seoraksan immersion.
So, with all that incredible insight, I guess the question for you listening is, what does this all mean for your next adventure to Seoraksan?
Yeah, it really begs the question, which of these paths resonated most with you? What kind of unique experience are you truly seeking from these mountains? Is it the challenge, the views, the tranquility?
Maybe the real deep dive isn't just into the mountains themselves, but into what kind of challenge, what kind of beauty, or what kind of tranquility you're ready to embrace on your own journey.